Refresh the page. I can start streaming early. It doesn't bother me at all. I can start streaming early. It doesn't bother me at all. I can start streaming early. It doesn't bother me at all. I can start streaming early. It doesn't bother me. Okay, so the bitrate, that's not good. That's gonna be annoying. Let me refresh. Better bitrate. That is better Doku. That is better Doku. Alright. So today's stream is going to be a very simple one. And if there's anyone in chat who is willing to assist, I am going to be writing an adventure for D&D. The way I'm going to start off is I'm going to be working on a town. The name of the town, the look and features, the quirk, who the Burgermeister is, that's the person in charge of the town. Population, I'm going to come up with some people from the population, which this is supposed to be a very heavily themed, heavily medieval themed. Like, I'm trying to make it somewhat accurate to medieval culture, or at least the feel of it, because there are going to be things that didn't exist in that era, and this is a fantasy game. So, you know, magic's got to be useful for something. But I looked it up, and apparently in towns and stuff, it was kind of a small population of like 150 to 100 people. Hey, what's up? Red Stardust, how have you been? So it's going to be a small population. I was thinking 90 humans, 10 elves, 25 other. They don't all need to be fleshed out just yet, but I do want to get a handful of fleshed out important NPCs, you know. And also want to come up with some shops and stuff. So once we get the town built, the like start in town that this adventure would take place in, then I want to come up with the story hook, because I've been good. I'm making breakfast ramen. Oh, good. Sounds good. So I want to come up... Oh, excuse me. The way I like to make adventures is I like to have a map and an outline, and then go from there. So let's start off with town name. Now I do have some generators. I have a town name generator. Let's see. Parallel town. Tennessee. Does it say Tennessee town? Tennessee town? Oh, these are towers. Why did I read that as town? Tower. Let me see if I can find town. Maybe city. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, ancient Greek. That sounds cool. But no. Probably fancy town names or Necropolis. Ooh. Let's go with fancy town names. And I am going to be writing stuff out. The problem is I am a terrible speller, but I could fix the spelling later. Miss Grove. Oh, I like that. Flameball. Ravenlight. Bastionwood. Cape Town. Boulder Meadow. That's cool. Last Cliff. Autumn Bay. Like Mistgrove. The town of Mistgrove. You know, let's come up with some other names. Wind Vault. Elder Gulch. Sleekbell. Okay, there's some good names, but let's stick with good old Mistgrove. This is the small little town of Mistgrove. You know what? This is a sleepy town. The sleepy town of Mistgrove. I'm gonna say, because the name is Mistgrove, perhaps that look for looks and features, the farms are very misty. From the crops that are grown. So yeah, okay, so feature 1. Farms are very misty from the crops that are grown. So that could be like a weird feature about this town that, and the reason it got its name Mist Grove, is that the farms, all the crops that they're growing, give off like this weird misty feel to it. Misty look. Now, what could be the name of some of the plants? Let's see. Example. I believe that's how you do example, if I'm not mistaken. Example, there could be the lungberry. There could be the Red Stardust. What's a weird, like, fruit or vegetable name that could be a crop that gives off, like, a misty glow to it? Let's see how many people. There are 2. So any 2 people in chat. So, Red Stardust and whoever else is here. If you have any suggestions for plant names. Oh, you know what? Because it's called Mistgrove, even though Burgermeister would be the name of the person in charge, I like the alternate name. So let's just go back here. Alternate name of Mist Lord. It's like they're really going into the theme of Mist. Well, Lungberry would be the first example. So, quirk of the town. It's a sleepy town. Oops. Strange crops. So, sleepy, strange crops. You know what? Let's have the town have a nightlife. So, I'll say a good nightlife. Good nightlife. What else could we do here? See, it's a sleepy town. They got strange crops that give it a little bit of a fog. Good nightlife. Ooh. magic is I was gonna say taboo. No, let's go with the opposite of taboo. Let's go with magic is welcomed. Welcomed. Yeah, welcomed, but feared by non-elves. So for whatever reason, the non-elven population fears the magic, but you can still use magic in town. Alright, let's try to come up with the Mist Lord's name, the Burgermeister's name. I like the idea of the leader being an elf, even though the majority of the population is human, so there's like 90 humans, only really like 10 elves. But like maybe those 10 elves are a tight-knit group to try to counterbalance the human population. I also like the idea that there's not like a huge strife with the different races in town. But it is like a factor. Let's go female. Ember Blossom. I like that as the last name. So Ember Blossom will be this ruler's last name. Oh, come on. Don't make me type it out. Thank you. Let's see. Ember Blossom. Oh, sure. Still does the first name. Ember Blossom will be the last name. Is that Winfina? Winfina? Inamoria? Inamora? Elixana? I like Elixana. Let's say what Alexiana. No. I don't know how to pronounce it. Elizania? Elizania? Well, humans have a hard time pronouncing her first name. I'll even write that. Humans have a time with her first name. There. So let's see. We have the town of Mistgrove. The farms of the town form. Wait, what? Why am I misreading this? Farms? Yeah, the farms are very misty from the crops that grow in the town. One of the crops is known as a lungberry. The town itself is very sleepy. It, of course, has strange crops. Has a really good nightlife, so it's usually everyone's asleep in the morning, and they get their shit done at night and party and all that type of stuff. Magic is a little taboo because it's welcomed, at least by the elves. But like the humans and the non-elves, they kind of fear it. The ruler is known as Mist Lord Ember Blossom. Humans have a hard time pronouncing her first name. Population 125 total. Shops and guilds, that should be next. So I'm thinking there should be one Mages Guild. So one small Am I spelling that wrong? Well, if I'm spelling that wrong, I'll fix it to magic. One small magic guild. Owned by... Let's come up with a name. Let's actually not do an elf this time. Let's say one of the non-human but non-elves. Where's Tieflin? Actually, you know what? How about Tabaxi? How about Tabaxi is in charge of the Mages Guild? Let's go... Yeah, we'll stick with this. Of a pair. Okay. Blank board. Owned by a... how do I spell Tabaxi? T-A-B-I... T-A-B-A-X-I, excuse me. T-A-B-A-X-I. By Tabaxi male named blank board. Or board for short. Let's see. Oh yeah, that would, okay. One small magic guild owned by a Tabaxi male named blank board. And I'll say there are 9 members to the guild total. So the leader and then the one leader and the 8 guild members. Let's see. So that's a small guild. Now let's come up with some shops. Let's see. How about a tavern? Say one. You know what, let me. There. It's like one small mages guild, one tavern named, what is the tavern name? The Brave Swallow? Fuck, okay, that's gotta be immediate. I don't care what those other ones are. Named the Brave Swallow. So named because of a challenging drink. So named because of a challenging drink that is served there. All right. Owner is a human female, got the named Anyone have a name for a human female? Here, I can get rid of the tavern. Get rid of the tabaxi. Human. Let's see. Female names. What am I doing? Vicky Heartless. There. Owner is a female, human female named Vicky Heartless. Let's say there are. So there's a mage's guild, a small one, tavern. I should also put down that it has no beds for rent. And then now there is a use for it in an inn named what can we name it in? Dating agency names? No, that's not what I'm looking for. C, D, E, F, G, H, I. They don't just have inn names. Okay. So it'll probably have to be tavern names, unless they have. Let's see. Huh. I'm not seeing like inns or like sleep asylums. Would they be? No, they wouldn't be called sleep asylums. Oh, well, okay. They use inns and taverns interchangeably, which I had a feeling they would, because that's what a lot of fantasy likes to do. Okay, I like the idea of the awful blank inn, but not crane. Inn named the awful something inn. Anyone have ideas? The awful blank inn. You can go funny, you can go serious. Oh, wait a minute. If you don't have any ideas, I was just thinking, you're making ramen. The awful ramen inn. Let me just make sure I spell it correctly. R-A. Yeah, R-A men. Okay, apparently it's not recognized in here, but yeah. Okay, the awful ramen inn. Let's see. Owner is a human non-binary. Actually, no, it would be non-binary. Crap. What's it called? Androgynous. I do not know how to spell that word. Androgynous. I definitely spelled that wrong. Let me see if I can there we go. Hopefully I wasn't looking up anything inappropriate. There we go. Owner is a human, androgynous, named what do I want to... Well, it had to be neutral. Grazen? Huh. You know what? Let's not even go with human names. Oh, that's still the town. Human, let's go with Asimar. That's the angel people. Elrond? Let's go with Elrond. And that'll just be their name. I'll say there are 9 beds at 2 silver pieces each. Comfortable. Yeah, I have no idea how to spell comfortable, but that's okay. They're comfortable. See, so we have Mages Guild, kind of small, tavern, an inn. Maybe there should be like a weapons store. Weapons store. 1 weapons store. Named, I had a name earlier and then I just drew a blank on it, so come up with a new one. It's blacksmith names. Yeah, so I guess actually, you know, I'm gonna say it's not a blacksmith shop, it's just a weapons store. So let me specify. Weapons store, not a blacksmith. Actually, that could go after the name. Let's see. Steel Thunder. Hot, hot, hot. Hammer, hot. Heat up, or... See, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a... Maybe general store? No, because it's specifically weapons. They don't have like weapons store. Is there like combat store? Craft store names, maybe. Hearth furniture. You know what? It should be a craft store. It should not be a weapons store. It should be a craft store. No. I don't like that. Not craft store. I want general store. Okay, it's gonna be a craft store. Craft and general. I apparently spelled that wrong, but that's okay. Craft and general store. Named for keeper's sake. See what happens. For keepsake. Full steam ahead. Agent for station. Crafterian. Cool thread. I'll call it creative crafts. And I'll say their slogan is ... We do more than just craft. And then owner is a... Probably should be human again, because it's mostly human. So human male named human male. Human male Jason. I like the spell of Jason like that. So let's see. Jason, Jasen. But what about last name? Axewillow. That's like a cool, like, dwarf last name, but Axewillow. Jason Axewillow. There we go. Oh, and the name of the place is... no, Miss Grove. I thought it was named Willow something. Okay. Here, let me save all this. I don't want to lose this. I love that name, Axewillow. Oh, God. That is a good name. Okay, so shops and guilds. We have a small mages guild. Here, let me put chat up. Got a small mages guild. You got a tavern. Got an inn. And you got a general / craft store. I guess in the general store you could buy like furniture as well, because there's gotta be like a store that like just the regular people... Oh! A farm supply store. One farm supply I don't know hospital supply. I'll just do that. Supply store. One farm supply store. Named. I doubt they have like a farm and supply name generator thing. Craft store would be the closest. Let's see. Farm names. Shop and business names. Oh, that would have been useful for just general. Space station, no. Farm names. Well, no. So I don't need a farm name. So let's get rid of that. Sneaky nut. Oh, the trusty. Okay, I like the trusty. It wouldn't be Joker, but I like the trusty. So a farm supply store named the Trusty. Oh, now I kind of like the idea of Spade. Yeah, that will be it. The Trusty Spade. The Trusty Spade. Owned by a human male named... I kind of want to come up with my own name. So instead of what I've been doing with random name generators, let me just come up with a name. Unless, chat, unless you guys have a suggestion for the owner of the Trusty Spade, which is a farm and supply store. Oh wow, I'm very far behind. That's a huge delay. So I'm going to be watching in real time, myself trying to catch up with stream. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Let me refresh stream. Hopefully that doesn't cause any disturbances. It probably will. Bitrate's still good. Still one viewer, which is fine. That happens. Human male named Arthur. Is that not? Is that not how to spell Arthur? Weird. You know, oh! He'll be the brother of this guy. Jason X Willow. Arthur X Willow. There. I hate that I did that. There, put that together like that. Okay. So. Oh yeah, I should probably rate notable NPCs as some of the people we just did for the stores and stuff. Let's see. Let me just clear this up a little. There. NPC number 1. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should write down that she's a elf female. Alright, and then let's see. Blackboard. Actually, that should be a guild leader. Guild leader Blackboard. Let's see. Vicky Heartless. Let's see. Larent. Ooh, that's a little far down. Let's see. There we go. And then the last one, Arthur. Of course, there'll probably be more notable NPCs later. Save. Alright, so we have the town of Mistgrove. It's a farm town with strange crops that give off this weird little mist to it. One of the examples of a crop is known as a lungberry. The town's very sleepy. It has a good nightlife, so it's usually sleepy during the day. Actually, I'll write that as day sleepy. Maybe I should capitalize the D. Why not? Capitalize the D. Day sleepy, strange crops, good nightlife. Magic is welcome but feared by non-elves. The Burgermeister, or technically the Mist Lord, is Ember Blossom. She's an elf. How many shops are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 shops, 1 guild. Oh. 4 shops, 1 guild. Yeah, that could be in brackets. Let's see. And there's the shops and guild. There's a notable NPC. So now, story. Why are we here? What's the deal with the town? What is the overall goal? That is the question. As I take a drink. So I got a few ideas. I'm just going to start writing my ideas. So story. Darn mouse wheel. Hmm. Town of Mistgrove is under a strange spell. The townsfolk seem to only be able to remember the past up until 6 months ago. Up until 6 months ago. And I don't like. Nope. Under a. Let's see. Seem to not have any or memory of the past. 6 months is a long time. Let's say 8 weeks. In fact, the memories of the now, let me reword this. In fact, the only where's the thing I'm looking for? Yeah. So that would be like you guys, the players of the game. In fact, the townsfolk only seem to begin to remember when the players arrive. In town. Okay, so what I need to work on. Let's see. Work on. Why the players came to town. Why the townsfolk don't remember 8 weeks. Why can the townsfolk only notice this when the party players arrive? I'm putting periods of question marks. So that's what needs to be worked on. Oh, morning, Shadow Shinobi. Just working on a D&D adventure with chat. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'll run it down for you. So what I've been able to create is the town of Mistgrove. It's a farming, it's a town with a farming crop that is like a strange type of plant, plants, several crops. They give off like a mist to the town and to the farmlands. One of the examples of a crop is known as a lungberry. The quirk of the town is, towards the day, it tends to be sleepy. Of course, strange crops. But good nightlife, that's where a lot of the stuff happens. Magic is welcomed to the town, but everyone who's not an elf tends to fear it. It's only really the elves who have a good grasp and like are not prejudiced towards the magic. But of course, there's only 10 elves in the town because there's a small population of 125. 90 of it is humans, 10 are elves, 25 others. The Burgermeister of the town, which is of course the Lord of the town, also known as the Mist Lord, Elzenia? I used the random name generator. Ember Blossom, who is an elf female. Humans have a hard time with their first name, because I have a hard time with their first name. There are shops in town. There's a small mages guild ran by a tabaxi named Blankboard. There's 9 members in total, so there's the guild leader, Blankboard, and then 8 people. There's a tavern named the Brave Swallow, named so because of a challenging drink that is served there. Owner is a female human named Vicky Heartless. There are no beds for rent, but there's an inn named the Awful Ramen Inn because Red Stardust is making breakfast ramen, so that's how I got the name. Owner is a human androgynous named Elrant. There are 9 beds at 2 silver pieces each, and is comfortable conditions. There is a craft/general goods. It's more of like a craft and general store named the Creative Crafts, and their slogan is, "We do more than just crafts." Owner is a human male named Jason Axwillow, and that's how Jason was spelled, so that's how I'm going to use it. Never seen that spell of Jason before. And then there's a farm and supply store named the Trusty Spade. Owner is another human male named Arthur Axwillow. So those are the notable NPCs of the town so far. The story, quote unquote, that I've got so far is the town of Mistgrove is under a strange spell. The townsfolk seem to not have any memory of the memories. Oops. I had to do that. I think I had to do that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. Seem to not have any memories of the past 8 weeks. In fact, the townsfolk only seem to begin to remember when the players, all of you, begin to arrive into town. So what I want to work on is why the players came to town, which of course there could just be several options because this is like a campaign setting thing. Why the townsfolk don't remember the past 8 weeks, and why can the townsfolk only notice that they have a memory loss when the players arrive? So that's what I'm working with right now. Any suggestions or ideas? While you make it or not make it, I gotta go grab a drink, so I'll be back. Oh, you're in your bedroom. Okay. Alright, I'm back with my drink. Yeah, I get you. Alright. Here, let me, take a sip of my drink. Alright, well, let's start working on some of this. Alright, let's see. Let's start with why the players came to town. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can put that here. Let's see, the town of strange spells. Townsfolk seem to not have any memories of the past 8 weeks. In fact, the townsfolk only seem to be getting to remember when the players arrived in town. Let's see. I'm going to say that this is a assumption of 4 players. So let's say, and let's use this as like an indicator. The players arrived to Miss Grove on the hunt for a... You know what? This could be like the second part of an adventure. Like you start off in a different adventure in a different campaign, and this is like one of the branches you can go in. So I'm gonna say the players arrive to Miss Grove on the hunt for a ancient. Oh, I spelled that right. On the hunt for an ancient shield. Excuse me. Let me actually put that here because that's going to be important for the future. Let's see. The players arrive to Miss Grove on the hunt for an ancient shield. For an ancient shield. Let's see. How's that not they? I guess that's they. Oh, I wish. Sometimes when I spell bad, it annoys me. They were told that I'll just drop the first name. That Miss Lord Ember Blossom was the last one to see the shield. And would know where to begin begin to look. Miss Lord sees will give the players info on the wait, how do I spell shield wrong? What the I will give the players info on the shield and where she last saw it, but let's see. But only if the wait a minute. Is it still but only if the players help her solve the town's brackets curse. So that kind of takes care as to why the players came to town. They are already on the hunt for a ancient shield, and their journey brought them to Mistgrove. So why the players come to town? Solved. Why the townsfolk don't remember? Now that is a question. And of course, this is just like a story synopsis. If someone were to run this adventure, I would probably work on more detail, or actually no. I kind of like the idea of just doing like a story synopsis with like a few ideas of shops, and then having just the DMs go off of there. But of course, I could work on more. Well, I like the idea of writing stuff like this and then going to run them. So I would like to actually run this little adventure sometime. Oh, almost forgot. Let's see. Town doesn't need a church. Usually there are churches in like towns, especially medieval style. I kind of like the idea of this one not having a church. Or at least not like a defined building people go to worship. Like maybe they all worship on their own. Because it is like a slight mix of people. So there might be different beliefs and whatnot. Okay, so the hard questions. Why can't the townsfolk remember the past 8 weeks? And why can they only recall that they aren't able to remember when the players arrive? Okay. Well, there's a few simple things. Magic went awry, but that's kind of not interesting. If magic were to go awry, there would need to be, perhaps, a reason. Like, maybe that Mages Guild that I have mentioned that's in here. Maybe the Tabaxi owner, maybe he was doing a spell. Maybe he's not like a full-on master. Maybe he's still somewhat of an amateur. And maybe he was experimenting with a spell, and it, poof, and 8 weeks went away. But I like the idea of there being an antagonist, someone who benefited greatly from the 8 weeks, and someone who is peeved now that there's an adventuring party who's arrived. So I'm going to say, briefly, this will have to be worked on, antagonist, no, big bad evil guy. Ooh, I got an idea. Big bad evil guy used the weird properties a mass basically modify memory, but modify memory is a very strong spell, so I figure he came up with a weird way of casting it through the mist. Maybe there's a weird property with the mist. Use the weird mist properties of the crops to cast a masked mind alter spell that would make the townsfolk not remember him yeah, would cause the townsfolk to not to remember him and his crimes. So yeah, he used the weird mist properties of the plants and the crops to cast a mass mind alter spell that would make it so the townsfolk would not remember him, the crimes that he's committing. Actually, no. Remember him. Let me fix this. Would make the townsfolk not remember him and his presence. So basically, if they see him in town, they're... oh, yeah. M-A-K-E-A-N. Making him... practically... making him... Why can't I spell? Fuck it, just basically in... I don't care. I will have to fix this. Okay. Making him basically invisible. The drawback to the spell is when at least 3 new people arrive into town and stay for at least 6 for at least 6 hours, the town's folk will no longer be under the spell's effect. They won't get their I'll just leave it like that. They won't get their memories back, but the spell has ended. Alright, so that basically covers why the townsfolk don't remember 8 weeks, and why can the townsfolk only begin to notice when the players arrive. But now the question is, what did the do in those 8 weeks? And who is this big bad evil guy? Those are the questions now. So for story overview, the town of Mistgrove is under a strange spell. The townsfolk seem to not have any memories of the past 8 weeks. In fact, the townfolks only seem to begin to remember when the players arrived to town. The players arrived to Mistgrove on the hunt for an ancient shield. They were told that Mist Lord Emberblossom was the last one to see the shield and would know where to begin to look. Mist Lord Emberblossom will give the players info on the shield and where she last saw it, but only if the players help her solve the town's curse. Big Bad Evil Guy used the weird mist properties of the crops to cast a mass mind alter spell that would make the townsfolk not remember him and his presence, making him basically invisible. The drawback to the spell is when at least 3 new people arrive into town and stay for at least 6 hours, the townsfolk will no longer be under the spell's effect. They won't get their memories back, but the spell has ended. So I'm liking the idea, at least to who the big bad evil guy is. I like the idea of a druid. Wow. Now, what race? Hmm. Oh, Shatter Guy. You know what? I like the idea of Satyr. This is definitely different from what I normally do. So, a druid, satyr, definitely spelled druid wrong. That's okay. Druid, satyr, named Thanatos. I like that name, Thanatos. Named Thanatos. The Thanatos the Fanatic. So, Thanatos the Fanatic. Damn it. Actually, I'll have a little space there. Thanatos the Fanatic is a druid satyr who lives, let's say, 10 yeah, let's do 10 mins like that. 10 minutes outside of town in the let's see, 10 I did that. Not D. What? 10 minutes. It'll be incorrect, but that's okay. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's say east. 10 minutes east outside the town in the. Now I need a forest name. Let's see. Forest names. But the magical forest. Tall Peach Forest. I know it says Tall Peach Woodland. I'll change it. In the Tall Peach Forest. Let's see, for the past 8 weeks, Thanatos has been gathering supplies from town mostly metal and cloth. Nah, I'll just put metal. Metal, which druids hate. Gathering. Yeah, I don't even need to do it like this. Gathering metal supplies from town and okay, apparently I can't spell Brainon for some reason. Oh well. Brainon them back to the Tall Peach Forest. To build a metal golem. Thanatos has become obsessed with metal. Okay, why has Thanatos become obsessed with metal? Shadow Shinobi, if you're awake enough, do you have any ideas as to why Thanatos is obsessed with metal, this druid, or even Red Stardust? There's gotta be a reason he's obsessed with metal. And now I can see the delay on my end. Oh, only one viewer, but that's okay. Why is a druid obsessed with metal that would cause this druid to build a metal golem? Oh, while you're possibly come up with that, let me see. Damn it. Add Thanatos to the important, let's see, notable NPCs. Thanatos the Fanatic. Possibly the metal golem, if it gets built. There we go. Excuse me. Let me see if I can make this paper a little easier. Let's make a Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Don't need that. Let's see. Man. Miss Grove Mystery, but mystery spelt weird. Alright. I'll fix these later. Miss Grove Mystery, that's the name of this. Town of Miss Grove. There. Let's see. Start these with to like know when you're on the next line. Although spacing it out would be better. Yeah, spacing out would be better. Just trying to make a little more room. So I kind of want to keep it one page, but it's fine if it's not one page. Yep, this could stay like this. Alright, so let's keep it like that. Okay, yeah, you kind of just woke up, so I'm gonna have to come up with the metal obsession. Let's see, Thanatos the Fanatic is a druid satyr who lives 10 minutes east outside the town in the Tall Peach Forest. For the past 8 weeks, Thanatos has been gather metal supplies from town and bringing them back to the Tall Peach Forest to build a metal golem. Fontes has become obsessed with metal. Because Fontos finds metal to be the most nah. Metal because Thanatos. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. Because Thanatos. Obsessed with metal. Thanatos believes that metal is the ultimate form of nature. Believes that metal is the ultimate form of nature because in his mind plants flowers and all of nature are destined to become metal. Thanatos' mind is broken. Thanatos' mind is broken. Okay, I'm not fully liking that idea, but it works. Like, Thanatos is kind of twisted, kind of broken. He believes that plants will one day become metal, will become metallic, and that is the ultimate path for plants in nature, and that metal is the ultimate goal. It's where you're supposed to get to. Alright. You know what? To bring this back to the shield, I will say Thanatos the Fanatic owns a book about where is it? Where did I put the brackets for the shield? There it is. about the ancient shield as well as a metal golem manual. Oh, it just has to be spelled like that. Alright. Let's see. The players. If are not QUI quick enough, wait, if players are not quick I don't know how to spell enough, but if the players are not quick enough to find Fontos the Fanatic, let's say 2 days. Takes them more than 2 days to find him. Then I have to find the Fanatic. Then Fontos the Fanatic will have built would have made his metal golem aka iron golem, just in case that wasn't clear, although I guess it could be a different material. DM's choice. There. Let's see. Upon completion of this quest, let me find her name. Will reward the, don't even put the players with the details and stories about where the about the ancient shield and will point them in the right. Actually, I think it's W or I. The right direction. There. So that in a nutshell, is the basics, the very basics for a adventure. It's not the beginning of the adventure. You would need to, and in fact, I could actually write the part 1 to this, where it's the players getting together and learning about an ancient shield, and their ultimate goal is to find it. And then that brings to, this could be like either a part 2, or like this is one of the possible directions the party could go. Like, they start off in a different town, they wind up here, or they could have gone to a different town and found different locations, or this literally could be the beginning of the adventure. It's just the plot hook that brings the players in. So now they know, oh, we have like a ancient shield that we're looking for, and that's why we're all a group and why we're all together. So that could be fun. Let me get rid of these generators. I'm not going to need them. And of course, I'm going to fix some spelling on my own time. I'm going to... Uh-oh. There it is. I'm going to flesh this out a little bit by the Michael Cage. So yeah, I'm going to flesh this out a little bit more on my own time, fix some spelling, make this a little bit more legible, hopefully. But let me go over the overview just one more time. So it's the town of Mistgrove. The name of this is Mistgrove Mystery. It's a small farming town with strange crops that give off this weird misty glow to them. Population is 125. There's like 4 shops, 1 guild. The story is the town of Mistgrove is under a strange spell. The townsfolk seem to not have any memories of the past 8 weeks. In fact, the townsfolk only seem to begin to remember when the players arrive in town. The players arrive to Mistgrove on the hunt for a ancient shield. They were told that Mist Lord Emberblossom was the last one to see the shield and would know where to begin to look. Mist Lord Emberblossom will give the players info on the shield and where she last saw it, but only if the players help her solve the town's curse. The big bad evil guy used the weird mist properties of the crops to cause a mass mind alter spell that would make the townsfolk not remember him and his presence, making him basically invisible. The drawback to the spell is when at least 3 new people arrive in the town and stay for at least 6 hours, townsfolk will no longer be under the spell's effect. They won't get their memories back, but the spell has ended. Thanatos, the Fanatic, is a druid satyr who lives 10 minutes east outside of town in the Tall Peach Forest. For the past 8 weeks, Thanatos has been gathering metal supplies from town and bringing them back to the Tall Peach Forest to build a metal golem. Thanatos has become obsessed with metal because Thanatos believes that metal is the ultimate form of nature. Because in his mind, plants, flowers, and all of nature are destined to become metal. Thanatos' mind is broken. And of course that's how I would play him too. I would make him a little crazy, a little skittish, a little weird. Thanatos, the Fanatic, owns a book about the ancient shield and will, as well as a metal golem manual. If the players are not quick enough to find Thanatos, the Fanatic, within 2 days, then Thanatos the Fanatic will have made his metal golem, aka Iron Golem. Upon completion of the quest, Mist Lord Emberblossom... Here, let me fix that. will reward the players with details and stories about the ancient shield and will point them in the right direction. So now that I have that written, for my next stream, I will either write more about that, or I will go into Tabletop Simulator and build like a little town, kind of surrounded by a forest, and then also that forest set with that satyr in it. So that way it could be like a little adventure that if I could ever get a group together, we could run it, and I would have those things made and set up. So I hope, here I can get rid of that for now. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream today. I'm going to slowly be doing more and more streams as the time goes on. I'm also going to be filming just regular videos, like Let's Plays and stuff, and uploading those to my YouTube channel. My YouTube is The Michael Cage. So yeah, I plan on taking a little bit of a break. Let's see, today's the 2nd. I will not be streaming until the 5th. So the 5th at 12 p.m., same time, same Eastern Standard Time. The 6th at 10 a.m., the 7th at 10 a.m., the 8th at 10 a.m., and the 9th at 9 a.m. Of course, I have this already posted on my Facebook and Twitter. That is when I'll be returning, either for more writing or for prop building for D&D. And I'm going to try to make streams a little longer. This was an hour 48. I would like to try to do 2 hours sometime, and then longer after that. But for now, that has been The Michael Cage. And yes, I will upload this to YouTube as soon as I can. Goodbye, everyone.